Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Eating Good podcast. My name is Sam.
I'm Marisol.
I'm David.
And I'm Oscar.
And on this podcast, we go to a new restaurant every week, try the food, give it ratings, and then get into some fun topics. Happy New Year, y'all. This is our first
Happy New
episode
Year.
of 2025. We have been a little bit out of pocket, MIA, because this is going to release probably mid to end of January. It's been a lovely break, and it's hard to get back in the swing of things and find time that works for everybody, but we'll try to get a more consistent schedule going forward. But we're happy to be back. This week, Marisol got to choose our restaurant, so take it away.
This week, now since it's snowing and it's fucking cold, I decided I want some soup, and for this week I decided to go to Mecha Noodle Bar. This is a restaurant we've actually all been to before, but I haven't gone in a long time. When's the last time you guys went?
I went by myself like last week, I think.
Yeah, I've been popping into their little happy hour every now and again.
I haven't been since Halloween.
The last time I went, it was like when it just had first opened up. That's how long it's been.
Goodness.
Yeah. Anyways, the Mecha experience is a homage? Let me try that again. The Mecha experience is a homage.
You don't pronounce the H.
Homage?
Du
Yes.
fromage.
Homage. The Mecha experience is an homage to our Asian American upbringing. Their mission is to serve local communities by providing Asian comfort food. Fun fact, Mecha means mom and pop in Vietnamese.
Oh, cute.
I
did
didn't
not
know that.
that.
It says it's also a curse word. Grandma would say when they acted up.
All right, well, let's start off with drinks. So Oscar and I got a limeade.
It was refreshing and it tasted like limes.
True. So I love ordering their limeade, but I do think it's hit or miss. Some days it's definitely better than others because I think they make it that day.
Yeah, the menu says it's freshly squeezed every day, so it probably depends on who makes it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So today I thought it was pretty good, but it almost had a little bit of that old lime flavor.
Oh, I didn't get that out of mine.
No?
I thought mine was really good.
I would say too, like it also depends on like the type of lemons you get, because some may be more sour, some might be sweeter.
It would be weird if they made it out of lemons because this was limeade.
Oh,
Damn.
limes.
But yeah, I know what you mean. It
Yeah.
depends on the limes they have.
Yeah.
Like if it's a key lime, that's more like bittery, like them little ones.
Yeah, I doubt they're going to be squeezing them little ones.
No, but even like a normal lime, when it's a little bit older, it tastes a little bit more
it's
bitter.
off.
It tastes old.
So that's how mine tasted today. Still good though. I'm still gonna continue to order it because when it's good, it's really good.
Because the next time it'll be better.
So what would you rate it?
9 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, normally I'd say it's a 9. Today was a 7. So on average, 8 out of 10.
I ended up getting a sweet peach iced tea. And it was very delicious. It was very refreshing. I can definitely taste the peach taste. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Delicious. Would have it again.
Nice. Do you think they freshly squeezed the peach?
I hope so.
Okay, well, let's move on. We didn't get any appetizers today, which I feel like we normally do. So do you guys want to talk about appetizers you've had before?
I've gotten the kimchi fried rice before, and it was actually one of my favorites as well. I feel like I liked it more than the ramen. It's kimchi fried rice, and it has chicken, but it was delicious. It was a bit spicy, but my spicy tolerance is not very high. So I think it was like perfectly spicy.
Nice. What do you rate it?
It was so good. At the time, 8.5.
Nice. So my favorite appetizer to get from Mecha is the red oil dumplings, which include pork, shrimp, Sichuan vinegar, and cilantro. But they're just homemade dumplings. They stuff them up with a lot of pork, and they come in a red oil. It's not too spicy, but it does give it a little bit of flavor, a little kick. I'm going to give those a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give them 8 out of 10. I agree. The sauce packs a lot of flavor.
I would probably give them like a 7.5 out of 10. I feel like I've only ever had like one. But the red chili oil was really good. I need to try them more.
Is there other appetizers you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, some of their newer ones that they added, like the crab rangoon dip. I thought it was really tasty because it comes with little wonton chips. And it's just like all the fixings of the crab rangoon. So it's kani crab, which is just imitation crab. Kosho sweet and sour. Ikura, which are like fish eggs, salmon roe. And the crispy wontons. But yeah, I like it in dippable form. I think it's really tasty. And I just love wonton chips. And the other one that they have that's really good, the poutine, which is French fries, Japanese curry, which I love Japanese curry, and cheese curds. And this curry is like a little spicy. It's got that little extra oomph to it.
Yeah, we got those when we went for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say I liked the crab rangoon dip more than the poutine, which I was surprised. I thought I was going to like the poutine more than I did. So the crab rangoon dip, I'd probably give like an 8 out of 10. Poutine, maybe, from what I remember, like a 6.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably go 8 on the crab rangoon. I didn't have much that day because y'all loved it. I just tried a little bit. But I was happy no one was really messing with the poutine because I got to eat most of it. Ha ha ha. And it was really good. So I'd give the crab rangoon 8. And I'd probably give the poutine like a 7.5 as well.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another thing on Mecha's menu are steamed baos. So if you don't know what a bao is, they're like little sandwiches that come on this very fluffy, round dough like bread. You probably would know if you saw a picture of it. I feel like they're like popular in TV and stuff. So today I ended up getting the KFC or Korean fried chicken bao, which included gochujang, pickled daikon carrots, and Kewpie mayo. I don't think I've ever tried this one before, but the fried chicken was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely had a lot of sauces on there. I know it says gochujang sauce, but gochujang is normally spicy, and I feel like the sauce was kind of sweet. So
Interesting.
I wasn't a fan of the sauces that were on there as much as the chicken itself, though. It was really good. So I'd give it still like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, honestly, all of their baos are good because they have that one and I think the pork belly one. That one was pretty good.
Do you want to talk about any baos you've tried?
I've tried the burger one. The smash burger bao. American cheese and shallot bacon jam. It's like a sweet burger bao. It's interesting to try, but I'd rather just get a burger.
Well, they don't sell burgers here.
I know, but I'd rather just go to like White Castle and get a slider.
Rip, not this used to be the old White Castle.
The reason they have it on their menu is because it used to be an old White Castle.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
I think that's why.
Have you guys ever had the coconut shrimp bao?
Mm-mm.
I love coconut shrimp.
All right, let's move on to our entrees from today. Who wants to go first?
So I got a pho, and all the phos come with cilantro, scallions, and onions. So I got their super pho sizzle, which came with a New York strip, chimichurri, and mara oil. Oh, and then I also added Thai chilies and meatballs. So this one was interesting because the New York strip was on the side. So it was a bowl of pho and then the steak on the side with the chimichurri. And the first thing I had was a slice of the steak because they cut it up into slices. It was really good. I'm like, I would just order this if I could. I did end up putting some of the steak in the pho, but honestly, it was way better out of the pho because it was cooked very well. And when you put it in the pho, it got a little more cooked and it became more chewy. And you also lost the chimichurri sauce because it was all on top. So it would just dissolve in the broth. The pho, I felt definitely needed the meatballs because the steak wasn't in there. There's no meat in there. So the meatballs were a good choice. And the Thai chilies added spice to it as well. So honestly, the steak, I wouldn't compare it to like a steakhouse steak, but I'd still give it a 9 out of 10. The pho itself, 7 out of 10. With the meatballs, 7.5. Overall, I'd give it 8.5, like the whole dish. But me liking spice, I definitely needed the Thai chilies. And they sliced them up so I didn't even notice they were in there because Thai chilies are tiny. And I had to actively pick them out and put them in my bowl or my mouth, or else I would just completely miss them. But it was a nice little kick that I appreciated.
Okay. David, you also got a pho.
Yes. So I got the pho bao bien, which is rare beef with beef meatballs. And I got the recommended add-ons, which were the tripe and the tendon. But I also wanted greens and 3 Thai chilies, so I added that as well. I like ordering it that way because you get a little bit of everything. I really like the tendon because it's like, it just feels like it's healing. It's just chewy and really flavorful. The tripe is good too. The meatballs, I don't know, they threw me off. They tasted, I want to say like milky, but I know that's not right. It was just had an interesting taste. I don't think I've ever had their meatballs taste like that today. But anyways, they were still pretty good. It was just an interesting flavor profile. And the red beef is always great because it comes pink. And as you let it cook in the broth, it becomes not pink. Edible.
Less pink.
Less pink. Yeah, I went with pho today. You can probably tell I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. So I'm hoping this will heal me and bring me back to life. I like mecha. I've been talking about pho with some folks. Maybe it's because I'm not super familiar with it growing up. But pho is great everywhere I've had it here in Columbus. Mecha's no wrong. But I also had it in Painesville at this restaurant called Crab King. Over break. They closed though. So sad. They had to shut the front doors.
Okay, but how was their pho?
Oh, it was really good. It's a damn fucking shame that they are closing their front doors. Okay. No, but it was actually really tasty. It was one of Carlos's, our featured guest and cousin. One of his favorite restaurants, and they just for personal reasons had to close the doors. So damn shame, but at least we have mecha here. I'll rate my bowl an 8. You know, I'm sure there's better pho out there, but this always hits that craving. And I love that you can do all the add-ons. It's really customizable. And my favorite thing, they do the kaidama. For $2, you get an extra round of noodles if you'd like.
All right, the last person that got pho today was Bella.
I got the pho Thai, which is just the pho bovine, but without the meatballs. I love pho, so I love this one. I don't think it's the best one I had, but it was still really good, and I loved it. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10.
So what's your favorite pho that you've ever had?
Probably 6-1 pho.
I would agree.
I would agree.
Tasty.
All right, well, let's move on. Marisol and I ordered the same thing. Do you want to read it off?
Yeah. We got the new Hakata style tonkatsu 3.0.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yes, so this is a ramen. Tonkatsu ramen is a pork ramen.
Hakata style 24-hour pork broth, chashu, tamago, chicharron. I guess I've never tried chicharron before, but I did not like it, or at least the one that they put in the soup.
Yeah, I think putting the chicharron in the soup was not a good move. So when we say chicharron, we mean like the chip
The
kind.
pork rinds,
The
right?
pork rinds, yeah. It doesn't work well in a pho because it's going to get soggy, and the good part is the crunch. So I ate that pretty much right away. But I agree, it wasn't the best pork rind ever. You should try some other pork rinds. I can bring you some good ones. But I mean, it was a cool touch.
It looked pretty.
I still ate it.
Yeah. I like that they have the whole egg, because before they would only give you half an egg. Although I do appreciate that they gave us now an entire egg. I do wish that they would take the time to like cut it up.
Cut it in half for you?
Yeah.
Like 2 halves.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the Tonkatsu 3.0. I have gotten their Tonkatsu before, but the previous version, the 2.0. And yeah, to your point, I don't know all the differences except for the egg was half instead of a whole. I think the broth was different. That's what I noticed.
I agree.
Today is the broth tasted different than what I normally expected, and different but not better, unfortunately.
I'm sure it's like a hit or a miss too with this one, like with I guess the pork that you get, maybe. But
I don't know.
It tasted like, it didn't taste very tonkatsu to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so the broth to me, the way I described it is it kind of tasted like burnt garlic. Like, you know, when you cook garlic a little too long and it's burned. And maybe it's because this is like a 24-hour pork broth, so they cook it over 24 hours. I don't know. Something got burned somewhere, and it definitely showed in the broth.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as good. It was bitter.
It wasn't terrible, but it just wasn't like what I remembered.
So today, what would you rate it?
Today, I would rate it like a 6.5.
I agree, 6.5.
Mm.
Which is so sad because this used to be my favorite tonkatsu. I would still maybe go and try it, give it one more shot with this 3.0 version.
Maybe it was a bad batch.
Maybe it was a bad batch.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Maybe
thinking.
there's a bug in that update.
Yeah. So I would go back and try it one more time because this used to be my favorite tonkatsu broth, the 2.0 version that I have had multiple times. It was usually consistently good, and it was my favorite ramen that I had in Columbus. So it was sad today to realize it didn't taste as good.
I think my favorite tonkatsu still has to be at that place we used to go where David dropped a soup.
Tensuke.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, I'm always down to go to Tensuke too, but I did like this one better the previous times I've had it.
Yeah.
Now you know how it
Ooh.
feels, Sam. That's how me and Oscar felt when we took you to Mr. Hero. It's like, no, you're better than this. We know.
It was a bad day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bad day.
Sure.
Someone burned the garlic.
Mhm.
So, overall, would you guys go back?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll definitely be going back.
Yeah, it doesn't help that we live super close to it.
Yeah.
Well, and when I have people from out of town come to visit, it's usually one of the places I suggest that we go, just because we can walk there.
It's just good food.
It's good.
It's
for
got
the
good
most
options
part.
too.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
you
got
got
good options.
people really like pho. People really like
drinks.
ramen, but there's also the other munchies to share.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or if you go during happy hour, they're like half off. So it's like, fuck it, just order all of them. If you're with a group.
Mhm.
Or if you're me.
And we didn't get any today, but they have really good cocktails as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the vibe is great in there. It's got the makings of a great restaurant.
The cocktail that I normally like to get is the one-way ticket, and it's like floral and lemony. It's really good. It's refreshing. It's not too overpowering, and that's my favorite one to get when I'm there. So would recommend if you come visit me in Columbus, I will probably bring you to this restaurant. All right. Anything else to add on?
Mm-mm.
Then it's
No, I'm good.
time.
I'm good.
Are you good, Marisol?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Everybody better say it. It's time for our favorite segment.
Guess that movie.
David, take it away.
It's my turn. All right, so I picked a movie, and I'm gonna read a description that I wrote, and you guys are gonna take out your phones and guess.
Yep.
And you guess by texting me your guess, and then I'll read it out loud and make fun of you if it's wrong. So let's get started. An unlikely pair find themselves journeying cross country to start a new chapter post-grad. Along the way, they discover their values don't really align, which is all the better since they believe they won't cross paths again. Fast forward a few years and a chance encounter gives them a new opportunity to become friends, but that is ultimately unsuccessful. Fast forward again, and this time putting their differences aside, they give their friendship a shot. Oscar got it!
Oh my gosh.
As the years go by, glimpses of something deeper than a friendship peek its head. And one night their friendship is fully tested. Now, after an argument, that friendship ends for good. But fast forward again, and a New Year's party offers an opportunity to rekindle their friendship. But they don't. They go beyond that and end up happily in love. The end.
I don't know.
I think I got it wrong, but
Oh, not a bad guess.
dang it.
Sam said La La Land.
I don't know.
It is an older movie.
Dang, I'm
Mhm.
pissed
That's
that
what
Oscar got it right.
I know. I had an idea that Oscar would know it,
I feel like
but
Oscar
I didn't think he would
cheats.
guess first.
I've only seen this movie once.
I also don't think it's this movie, but this is all I can think of when you say road trip.
It's an older movie?
Yeah.
How old?
No, Sam, it's not Rugrats. Just kidding. She said Thelma and Louise.
It's
Good guess, but
it's a well-known movie. I don't know how old.
I believe it's the late 80s.
Oh, I don't know.
So it's like-
Hmm.
Because it
Classic.
starts like in a car, I think.
Mhm.
I sent you one.
Oh, it's not Grease. You're wrong.
Grease Lightning.
Because
Don't
don't they both like move to the same city?
Yes. They go to New York City.
New York.
New York.
New York.
It is.
New beginnings.
Nueva York.
Nueva York.
New York.
I don't have any ideas. Do you
I
think?
don't-
Really?
Do you think we've seen
Yeah.
it?
I would guess that both of you would have seen it, considering
'Cause it's like
that
a
John-
rom-com.
Yes, and y'all are queen rom-coms.
Wait, can you reread it?
Is Tom Hanks in it?
No.
It's not, but I know what you're thinking.
Dang it!
It is a well-known movie. Like, even if you haven't seen it, you've definitely heard.
You
of
don't
the
know
movie.
that. You don't know
Okay, I
me.
sent you a
Sure.
message.
I might not know.
Yeah, Sam got it.
Let's go!
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
I have seen this movie before, once or twice.
I've never seen this movie in my life.
Sam would agree. It's a classic.
Do you think I've seen it?
Probably
I
not,
don't
though,
think
to be
you've seen
honest.
it.
See,
But
I
it is a
told
classic.
you.
It
'Cause-
is like a classic rom-com. So if you think of classic rom-coms that you've never seen
In the 80s,
without Tom Hanks,
Late 80s.
because
almost
a lot
90s.
of them you think of Tom
1989.
Hanks. So like you think of You've Got Mail or Sleepless in Seattle, but those
Mhm.
have Tom Hanks.
I've never seen.
But
any
it's
of
that
those
same
movies.
realm.
But it's that same realm.
Right, I feel like Marisol would look at an old movie and be like, that movie's old.
No, I don't like old movies.
Why do they dress like that?
Do you like Pretty Woman?
I mean, I've never seen it.
What?
I
Oh
told
my
you.
Gosh.
Like old movies I don't like because they're not HD and my eyesight's already bad.
No, we don't have a boo button here.
Good.
I
here.
was gonna put one like a boo.
Click, boom.
Pretty woman.
Yeah, there's
walking
no
down
way
the
she would have seen it
street.
then. She's not gonna guess.
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
probably. All right.
Okay, no,
Wait, try to
Let's
give
do-
me more hints.
I need you to reenact the scene, David.
What?
So they're at a diner.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The classic reference. I'll have what she's having.
That's been on TikToks, so you might have seen that
It's
scene.
like, you can't fake it. And then she shows him wrong.
It's the guy and the girl are at a diner, and he says that she can't fake an orgasm, and then she fakes one right there in front of him,
Like, really good.
and the rest of the
Okay.
restaurant notices.
Give me an
And then some
actor.
old hag goes,
wouldn't know
I'll
the
have what
actor.
she's having.
I don't think you would know the actors.
Okay,
Okay.
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. Yeah.
Don't know who that is. Okay, can you guys tell me another scene?
Well, I picked it because this is a New Year's movie. No, there's Christmas movies. This is a New Year's movie. I think there's 2 New Year's
I've
scenes
never
in this
seen
one.
this movie
Okay.
in my
Well,
life.
it's when blank met blank.
When Sully met Sally. When Sally seashells shell seesaws by the seashore.
Yeah, you got it.
When Harry met Sally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
Never seen it.
Oh wait.
Well, the ones that you've never seen it. You call yourself a rom-com fan and haven't seen this
When
classic.
did I call myself that?
I'm the rom-com fan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You're the horror. You're the scream queen.
Well, this is a movie that's known for jumping forward in time multiple times. So
Oh,
when you
see, I
started
wouldn't know
saying that, I knew it was that movie.
And then at the end, they show the real Harry and Sally, which is so cute.
Mm.
Yeah, because the movie starts with Harry's, I think, driving to New York City, and Sally knows one of his friends or something.
I
and
think
they're
he's
riding together.
dating Sally's friend at the time.
Okay.
Or something. It's like something like that.
Which I always thought that is a weird, like, I'm just going to give you a ride because you're a friend of a friend. Like,
Mhm.
That's
But-
not weird. Why
Especially
are you
for the
going-
time, you know.
So,
Yeah.
Not for the time, and even like, I feel like in college, David would do that to get rides back home to Ohio.
True. Man, I could have had my Harry met Sally moment, but she had a man. Whatever.
I don't know. I always found it weird, but yeah, I get it. It's probably a thing of the time.
Even now, I don't think it'd be weird.
Ooh, it could still happen. It's been 5 years. Maybe I'll run into her at a bookstore.
Oh my gosh.
And then we'll meet each other on a plane.
Maybe.
And then we'll see each other at New Year's party. We'll be like, I always loved you. She'll be like, who are you? I'll be like, ah.
So the reason I thought it might be La La Land is because at the end you say they find true love or something, but you didn't say together.
True.
So I was like, maybe it's La La
Like
Land.
a little cliffhanger.
Spoiler for La La Land.
I haven't
It's so
seen
good
it.
though. It's still
Me
worth the watch.
neither.
I hate the ending of La La Land.
It's just so yeah. It's
It doesn't
All right.
satisfy the rom-com lover in me. All right, what?
I don't want to hear more about La La Land because I
All
might
right.
watch it one day.
Okay, well,
Ooh,
sorry
I'd
for
watch it.
spoiling a decade-old movie for you.
Is it a decade old?
At least, probably.
I don't know.
I don't think it's a
Not a
decade.
decade.
Probably
Okay,
like
Bex.
6.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say
I guess a
6.
decade is coming up.
yeah, dude.
It was slightly under a decade. It came out in 2016.
Shit.
And we're in 25.
I'm going to
baby.
watch it in 2 years or next year.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I feel like that
Ugh, I'm
the
so
moment
old.
at like the Oscars just happened.
Insane.
This year, 1995 babies turn 30. Blech.
I'm turning
And
31.
then next year it's me.
Mhm. All of us.
Ew. Blech. No, the other one was better.
All right, so let's move on. What topics do we have for today?
Well, I had something to tell Marisol.
Oh, yeah. Go for it. You're gay.
Spill the beans.
So I know you said you wanted to be there for my first date.
Yeah.
I went on a date this past Sunday.
Boo. Where's the boo
Boo.
button?
I need to get a boo button.
Yeah.
Boo.
Why? You
So we
want me
can-
to be
so we
happy?
can bully each
Because
other.
you
Each
said I
other.
could be there.
No, you said you were gonna be there. I didn't say you could be
when
there.
I said that, I thought we were in the same page that you would let me know when it would happen, and then I
Well,
would
you
go
decided
and watch.
to skip New Year's Eve
Oh, I'm
celebrations
sorry. I
and
was
skip
dying.
David's party, so I didn't have a chance to tell you.
I'm
sorry,
surprised you're
but-
even here.
Oh my gosh, I've been sick for like the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, somehow you were so sick you got me sick over text.
Okay.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you haven't even seen my haircut, and I've had it since Christmas Day.
I know, I like it.
Thank
I
you.
was telling Oscar that like when I saw a picture of it, I was like, no, Oscar. But now that I'm seeing it like in person, I was like, it actually looks good.
I feel like I had a vision, and like no one could see it, and now that I actually have the haircut, people are like, it looks good.
People are forced to see it.
Oh, okay. Forced to see
For
it.
good, for good.
They could say it looks shit, but
Your
No
curls
one
are
has.
on point.
Well, no one would tell you if they looked bad.
well, they wouldn't
Yeah,
say
'cause
it looks good.
They're like,
but-
he has a mullet. This motherfucker can
You're
definitely whoop my ass. If I tell him
They would be like,
his
oh,
haircut
it's
sucks.
interesting.
yeah, which I have not got one of those.
If you hear one of, good for you.
No, I haven't.
It'll grow back, right?
Oscar goes, what do you think about my hair? And they go,
Well, it's shorter.
I feel like with this haircut, I need to grow a mustache and start smoking
No.
cigarettes.
no.
And get a motorcycle
Yeah.
and
Wait,
wreck marriages.
hold up. Back up. Okay, so your first date.
Yeah.
How was it?
I think.
How was he? Was he nice?
Get it? Because
That was
you're
a
gay.
good one.
No, okay. Wait, where
Here's
did
what
you
you
meet
got.
her?
I'll tell you after the pod. I
What?
can't reveal
That's
that.
all you're gonna spill?
I can't tell that. I told you there's certain questions I'm not gonna answer.
Okay,
on
wait.
The pod.
Okay, let me find a question you will answer.
Okay.
What did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a good time.
Okay, did you guys go eat?
Not necessarily. No, we went. So this is actually the second time I met her.
Okay.
We went to get,
Okay.
We went to get coffee once.
Uh-huh.
That was a good time. So then I asked her out.
Uh-huh.
We went to play pool, and then I took her to the Peru Taco Bar to get ceviche.
Oh wow. It was
Ooh.
like see, you should have just told me.
I'm gonna be at the Peru Taco Bar.
Okay, third question.
Yeah.
Did you pay?
I did.
Wow. Didn't last time we talk about like who should pay or not? Didn't you say like you would go halfsies or something?
Yeah, like if we were going for dinner or something. Actually, it was funny because when we went to the
Would you
coffee
go to Peru
shop,
Taco Bar for lunch?
No.
No. Okay, sorry.
So when we went to get coffee, it was the day prior. I had worked a double at the restaurant, and I made like $600.
Ooh.
So when we were at the coffee shop, I was like,
On me, baby
I
doll.
was like, I had a good night. It's all on me. Order whatever you want.
Wow.
Yo, she wants 3 espresso.
But you're saying if you had actually gone to a proper sit down dinner, you would not have paid for her food.
No, I probably would have still paid.
Okay, good.
No, yeah, and then when we went to the bar, it was funny because you have to pay like $1.50 to use the pool table, and you need quarters. And I didn't have any bills, and she didn't have any bills, so I had to use the ATM. The smallest bill I could get was at $20, so I got $20 in quarters.
Oh my god.
We played 2 games, so I still have $17 in quarters.
You better hold on to those. That's so funny.
And then, yeah, I told her I wanted to take her to try the ceviche, so yeah, I paid for that. We got an Inca Cola and ceviche.
Okay.
What you think about Inca Cola? I know
Yeah.
this is make or break for you.
Oh, I mean, she just said it was interesting.
Oh.
That's fine. I drank most of it.
You go, you're interesting, and then you leave. Go
No,
play this.
it's like the olive theory, you know. She
True.
doesn't like it, so you can have all of it.
She'll still
I
buy
guess
it,
so.
and you'll chug it at night.
Will there be a third date?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Well, because I said I would still like to see her again if she was still interested. And she said yeah. But
Okay.
here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I realized one, I don't know how to date because I haven't had to do it in a long time.
Why do you think that?
Well, because the other reason is I realized that I don't know how to regulate my emotions as well as I thought I did. And I'm just like too much in my head. So I'm like, I need some time for myself before I could go on another date.
regulate your emotions as in like were you getting sad while you were in your date or just like afterwards you get sad or like what do you mean?
No, I just feel like I overthink everything.
Okay. Yeah,
Just,
then maybe you're not
like
ready
I need
yet.
to take a step back, slow down.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on a second date and then it's like I feel I'm moving too fast or something,
overwhelmed.
or just overthinking everything. And then,
It's a lot to date. I feel like it takes a lot of energy, a lot of time, for sure.
Because it's like my focus isn't, oh, I want to find someone to date. My focus is I'm living my life, and then I find someone that I want to incorporate into my life.
You're single, ready to mingle.
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing that I'm proud of is that I actually went on a date.
Yeah.
You know, I actually asked her out.
First dates are scary.
Yeah.
Were you nervous before you went on the date?
I wasn't nervous before because we had a good time at the coffee shop.
Okay.
I think I'm nervous to ask her out again.
Yeah. Have you guys shared a kiss?
No.
Okay.
I thought about it, but like again, I didn't want to rush
You're waiting
it.
for marriage.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't want to rush it. Didn't feel right at the first date, so I didn't go for it.
I don't know if this is a question you're willing to answer, but can you tell Marisol how old she is?
Oh
Yeah,
my god, I'm scared.
Wait, I want you to guess.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I
I'm scared of the answer. Either it's an illegal age
Wow.
Yeah, he picked her up from
or
fucking
either I gotta call the cops or
lunch break.
Yeah.
or she has Medicare.
Either she's illegal or she has Medicare.
What is it? Like in Super Bad when he sees his girlfriend at the high school. Super Bad, Pineapple Express.
Okay, I'm going to assume that you're not a child pedophile. So
Good guess.
I'm assuming she is in her. I'm assuming she's like 36.
Ooh, no, I'm older.
You're older?
Yeah.
You're older than 36?
She's not 36.
Oh boy, is she 18?
She's not 18. She's older.
19?
She can legally drink.
Oh,
okay.
okay. 21.
Yeah, she's 21.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Wait,
You guys are
30 divided by 2.
9 years apart. 9. Wait, you're turning 31 this year.
Yeah.
You guys are 10 years apart. Wow. When you were 10 years old, she was just being
She was shitting in her diapers.
diaper.
He was playing Pokemon. She was playing Dookie in my pants.
Well, Sam said this the other day. She was like, she's Leo's age. You both could be like, she's like, Leo could date her.
She's
Wow.
younger than Leo. He's 22.
Wow, you robbed the cradle with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, I thought she was about to be like 40.
That'd be kind of hot.
She's hot as shit.
I think I gotta poop.
No, Sam, reel it in.
Yeah. Suck it up.
We can't take a quick break.
Don't make her laugh. She'll shit up ass.
All right. What were we going to ask before she went number 2?
Why you gotta bring it up?
Hey.
I was talking about Luna.
I don't remember.
We could just move on.
Sam was pooping for a long time.
No, it was very quick.
It was quick. If it was me, we'd be here till tomorrow.
You were saying what was a bad thing or something?
I guess what's one thing you don't like about dating again?
It's just kind of scary to get out there. Like,
Yeah.
how are you supposed to grow with this other person? Like, how are you? I don't know.
I feel the more you get to know them, if I feel like when you know, if it feels good to like continue to get to know
Yeah.
them, then you go on more dates and so on.
Yeah.
Follow your intuition, your gut feeling. If it's good, then keep it. If you're like, it's probably because something's wrong.
Well, I don't have any bad intuition right now.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're out there again.
I think one thing that I've struggled in the past is listening to my friends' opinions. So I would take my
Wonder
friends'
what friends you're
opinions.
referring to.
You guys more. So
Is it me?
yeah, if you ever meet any of my dates and you have a bad feeling, I will take that into consideration.
Seems chill so far.
Next girl I meet for you, I'm like, who do you live with? How many children do you have?
Interrogating.
How many boyfriends have you had?
All right. Well, speaking of dates, I have some Icky or Quickie voice prompts ready for you all. So, listeners, if you remember a couple weeks back, we did a new segment that David named Icky or Quickie. So, on Hinge, when somebody creates a profile, they can add a voice memo onto their profile that anybody will see if they swipe and see them on Hinge or if they like somebody. So these are all people that liked me, and I saw a voice prompt on their profile, so I screen recorded it so that I could play it here on the pod for you all. And if you like it, you're gonna say Quickie, and if you don't like it, you're gonna say Icky.
Are any of them gonna be Quickie?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
horny.
All right, so I have at least 6 ready for you all today. Let's do Trayvon.
That's the guy's name?
Yes.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I low-key think the earth is flat too. Sometimes.
Sometimes, the distance. Sometimes.
That was the whole thing.
Yep, that was the whole thing.
Wait, can you play it one more time?
Yeah.
What was the question or the prompt?
Yeah, what's the prompt?
So the prompt was, believe it or not, and he said,
Believe it or not, I low-key think the earth is flat too. Sometimes.
It's like he wanted to say it, but then he's like, "Oh, I don't. That sounds
Yeah.
crazy." Sometimes.
He didn't want to sound alone in his statement, so he's like,
Yeah.
I believe in that too. There's more people that believe.
And if he's like, "If I'm wrong," I said sometimes.
mm-hmm.
It is humorous.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
I
like,
just
it made me
pretty funny.
giggle.
I actually like the voice prompt, but
Uh-huh.
if he truly believes the world is flat, then that's a red flag.
I'm going Icky.
I'm gonna go Quickie.
Same. It made me giggle.
Yeah, he sounded hot as
He
fuck.
sounds
He's so nuts. I
indecisive.
do have a picture of him.
Handsome.
He sounds
See, that's-
indecisive.
That's the thing with beautiful people. A lot of the times they're dumb as a box of
I was
rocks.
gonna say, you can be dumb.
All right, let's move on.
You can be. That's a possibility.
Let's move on to Ty Sean. So the prompt was, let's make sure we're on the same page about.
Let's make sure we're on the same page when it comes to texting. Me, I am not the type of guy that likes to text on the phone. I personally feel like texting is a way of screening and wasting each other's time. If you got something to say to me, what I'm going to need you to do is to give me a call. If it comes up in your mind, you want to talk about something, then hit me up. Sitting there sending me a text message isn't the way to get a hold of me. If you like
Icky.
something, then say
Too long.
something.
It was very long.
What do you say at the end?
If you like me, just say something.
Well, he's setting a boundary, so I guess that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he's mansplaining something to me, and I don't like it.
It does kind of give that vibe.
I kind of agree with what he's requesting of, like, just pick up
Yes.
the phone rather than text, but I don't think this needs to be on your Hinge profile.
No.
And I feel like
No,
he
that's
sounds
like-
so mad saying it.
Yeah,
like
like
you heard you.
Like he's complaining for sure.
Exactly.
Which makes it icky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
I'll give it an
Icky.
icky as well.
Yeah, I don't like his attitude in that prompt.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess he's like, don't waste. There's something about wasting time, right? So he must have gone on a couple dates
Yeah.
where they just be texting, they blowing his phone up.
He
And
could
he's
have
like,
just been like friendlier, like, you know what, like, I'm not really a texting person. I prefer you call me.
Yeah.
Or
It's
just-
simple
Done.
as that.
Period.
Done.
Or just be
Period.
like every other man and be like, I'm a bad texter. It's true. We
I
suck.
used to say that.
I mean, I am a bad texter.
Yeah, because you're a man.
Okay. All right, next one. This is from Troy. I think he might be driving. So the prompt was, I bet you can't.
I bet you can't bully me as well as my friends do. And if you can, my friends will love you and we'll all be laughing because I'm always the target when I'm around my friends.
Oh my god, am I Troy?
He also said my friends like 3 times.
He has friends.
We get
Even though
it.
he's driving an 18-wheeler and he lives life on the road, yeah, he still has friends along the way. They're called lot lizards.
Yeah, so another pro tip. If you're going to put a voice memo on your Hinge profile, don't do it while you're driving.
Or pooping.
A lot of noise in the background.
He sounds like he's driving like a U-Haul or something. Something heavy, something big.
So what do you guys think? Icky or Quickie?
It's just the noise. It's making me want to go towards Icky.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say Quickie. It wasn't like terrible.
Can you play it
Yeah,
again?
it wasn't bad.
You would play it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you can't bully me as well as my friends do. And if you can, my friends will love you and we'll all be laughing because I'm always the target when I'm around my friends.
He didn't say it 3 times.
The message is good.
Yeah, the message is good, but he sounds a little corny to me.
Yeah, and he clearly has a humiliation kink, so he wants you to be mean to him. Quickie, just kidding.
I'm in the middle of this one.
Yeah, this one's a...
But you can't be in the middle. It has to be one or the other.
Then I'm going to pick Icky.
Icky.
What?
Seems like a nice lad. but-
Oscar?
Not for me.
Yeah, I just feel like he's I don't know, like bringing himself down a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm the one that everyone picks
Like
on.
self-deprecation.
Yeah. I'm going to go Icky.
That's one of the things you got to find out as a partner. Not like you can't just tell them. They got to find out if you're the alpha or the beta in your friend group. Like, oh, they all pick on him. He's the worst.
I feel like he could have said it better. Like, if he had just said, if you can roast him better than my friend group, you know, and left it like that.
Yeah, roasting is a better phrase.
But then he's like, but I'm the one they always roast.
Big beta energy.
Yeah.
All right, ready for the next one?
Yep.
So this is from Shane. The prompt was, I'm looking for...
Just a guy looking for a pretty girl to enjoy in life with. Whether that means we're texting each other to the wee hours in the morning,
Wait,
we go out
what?
someplace to enjoy some new food that we haven't had before, or we just hang out sometime. You know, there's plenty of life to live out there. I intend to do it with someone cool.
Cool.
You gotta run that shit back, dude. I'm
Did he
sorry.
say
I laughed through the
touching
first
each
time.
other?
He said, "Enjoy." I want to enjoy a woman or something.
He said a pretty girl.
He wants to enjoy. I want to enjoy a pretty girl.
All right, let me play it again.
Just a guy looking for a pretty girl to enjoy in life with. Whether that means we're texting each other to the wee hours in the morning, we go out someplace to enjoy some new food that we haven't had before, or we just hang out sometime. You know, there's plenty of life to live out there. I intend to do it with someone cool.
He's at wee hours in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he better not text Tyshawn. Tyshawn is not with the text and shit. Just call me, man. Stop texting me to the wee hours of the night.
Let me see this man.
I think it's funny that he said, I'm looking for a pretty woman.
To
A pretty
enjoy.
girl.
Hey,
Yeah.
woman.
And then
To
he like
enjoy
started.
in life with.
He wants to enjoy her in life.
What did he finish it with? Like, I just want someone cool.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
I
And
think
I can enjoy
it's
food.
No, Icky.
He seems to have genuine intentions.
Yes.
But I'm going to give it Icky.
Yeah, I'm giving
Yeah,
it Icky.
sorry.
Personally, I'm giving it Icky.
All right, this next one. The last two are two of my favorites. So here's the next one. The guy's name was Owen, and the prompt was a special talent of mine.
Secret talent of mine is I love to do impressions. Like, this is Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. And him. It's the poison that we're gonna use to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. It's the poison we're gonna use to kill Cusco.
I liked it.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, I
That
like
was
that
actually
one.
a pretty
He's-
good impression.
He sounds like a dreamboat.
I'm going to go Quickie.
Quickie.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickie that himbo.
No homo.
I'll say Quickie.
He did get negative points because it also sounded like he was driving, but
Yeah.
the impression was pretty good and it was
Yeah.
funny.
You could tell he was making the face too when he was doing it.
Yeah.
He looked just like Kronk.
I wish he would have been like, I sound like Yzma. Is that her name?
That would have been hilarious.
Kronk!
Pull the lever, Kronk.
All right, the last one. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is from Maurice, and he said, a life goal of mine.
My life's philosophy, play real life Monopoly. Jay and Big play with real dead presidents. I want to play with real residences. Buy land everywhere I land until I own an island. Yeah, man.
Ew.
Holy shit.
There's a rap.
Ew. What
He's out
is
here
this?
spitting
Broadway?
bars.
What is this? A musical?
I'm going Icky.
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 Dude, he's a real spitter though.
And the fact that he ended that with, you know what I mean?
No, mommy.
What's that movie? Have you guys watched it? The Millers, I think it's
We're the
called.
Millers.
Yeah, We're the Millers.
Were they pretending to be a family?
Correct. To like smuggle like drugs
Yeah.
from the border. Remember that character where it's that guy,
No regrets.
no regrets, and he's like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
No regrets. Not even one little letter.
That's what this kid reminds me of.
What does he say?
Icky.
He fucks with the residences?
Let me-
Can
let
you
me
hit
play
that
it
shit
one more
again, bro?
time.
This is fire.
My life's philosophy, play real life Monopoly. Jay and Big play with real dead presidents. I want to play with real residences. Buy land everywhere I land until I own an island. Yeah, man.
Dude, I love it.
Also, do you like any of these guys? Like, on
No, I
Hinge?
did not match
She
back
never
with any
does.
of these guys.
Not with the when she presents to the class.
No, yeah. Not, if I present them to the class, I have not matched back.
I like how he mentioned his friend in this freestyle. I was like, wait, what was the prompt again?
A life goal of mine.
To
I
own
want
an
to play real
island.
life Monopoly.
Dude, the first part was raw.
No, it's
Something
still
about
Icky,
real
all
life
of it.
Monopoly.
And something with properties.
Yeah, that was cool. But then after that, I was like, whoa.
Buy myself land until I get an island.
I dial it.
Did you say something about dead presidents instead of residents?
Presidents. He loves
See?
something messing with residents or
It
something.
was spitting bars.
Honestly, dude, that could be a hit.
No, I'm saying.
Nah.
I'm playing the long game. I'm giving this guy some Quickie so I can.
What if he becomes rich and famous?
He becomes rich and
rapper?
famous, and I'm like, damn, he was
Missed my chance.
all up in my
DMs.
cheek. Yeah, DM. Pause.
Pause. All right. Well, that was a fun round of Icky or Quickie.
We had just one questionable Quickie.
We had like 2 quickies
Okay.
in there. I
All right, so love is out there.
Most of the time, they're gonna get an Icky.
Yeah. Even if they mean well. I feel like sometimes the people that mean well the most,
Or the
it
ones
just
that are
comes
icky,
across.
yeah.
Comes across as
So imagine I make a Hinge and all my prompts are just voice prompts.
dude.
Psycho.
Yeah, I'm glad I never did a voice prompt because I think my shit would be so cringe.
I just don't like listening to my voice.
We have a podcast.
I didn't think about it until I matched with this one girl. And then we were doing voice prompts back and forth. And after a while, she stopped. She didn't even left me on red. She left me unheard.
Okay. Well, do we have any other topics for this week? Marisol, you got a new kitty.
Yes, I am a mother again. His name is Koa. He's a 2-month-old black cat. And now I have 2 black cats. And it's going to be an issue like telling them apart whenever he gets a little bit bigger. Except Elle has a fupa, so I will be able to tell her through that.
What's that?
Female cats sometimes get like a little pouch.
Oh, okay.
Male cats do too.
I don't know. I've never seen a male cat.
But
they
cat did.
They said it's better to get a male cat if you already have a female cat. Because if you have 2 female cats, they're just like bitches to each other.
Yeah, they'll heat up and sync up. And
Real cat
What?
fight. You stole
They're
my
fixed.
hair curler.
Yeah, I think if you have 2 males or 2 females, unless they like grow up together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you had Koa?
We got him on our anniversary, which is January the 4th. 5 days? 6?
So he's fresh.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you had the other one?
We
Elle.
got her on September 11th of last year.
Whoa.
Damn, 9/11.
Never forget.
Never
Never
forget.
forget.
That's why her name's Elle. 11.
Why? Because America took an L that day?
Damn.
But since Ross is always home, he's like their mother.
Yeah.
And they always want to get cuddly with him. That's pretty much it.
Any New Year's resolutions?
Guys, David's New Year's resolution was to read 12 books, and I only got 11.
Damn.
I almost did
Yeah.
David's resolution.
David, what's your
I think
book
it's-
resolution this year?
I think it's time to stop messing around. And this year I really gotta buckle down and I gotta read 48 books.
No.
Okay.
So annoying.
I think it's 36. I don't know how we jumped to 48.
I think if you read 3 books, that will be good.
Yeah. Start
This
small.
month.
Okay.
Now, seriously, David, what are some of your resolutions?
Well,
Realistic resolutions.
here in your situation, I don't want to. My resolution is to not move in with a woman because you sign up for 1 kitty and now look at Ross. He got 3.
He's actually the cat person.
Oh.
I'm still not a cat person. I'm just my cat's person. You know, I only like my cats.
Yeah.
Fair.
I still want a dog, but let's be honest. I'm not getting a dog at this point. I already have 2 cats. Can't
Yeah.
have 3
That's tough.
animals. Thanks to Ross.
You could always give him back
No
up for
yard.
adoption.
No, it's
Sad.
evil. But they're just so cute, and they clean themselves, so they're always clean. You never have to walk them. They're already potty trained.
It is crazy how good they are at using the bathroom on their own.
They just know.
It's just a shame that their poop stinks so bad and their pee smells so stinky.
Surprisingly,
It's not that bad.
Surprisingly, their pee is like not like super stinky. I think it's their poop that gets stinky. But it's because, well, Koa, the male, he is really good about like putting litter on his poop, like cover it out. Elle just does not give two fucks. She'll shit and she'll get out. And she's just so spoiled. But we also like clean it up like frequently. So like if we smell that there's like poop, we'll just pick it up and put it in the genie litter. Have you guys heard of the genie diaper litter? Or
diaper genie?
The diaper genies?
Yeah.
So there's one for litter.
A diaper genie is like a trash receptacle specific for diapers, but it kind of like sucks them in so that they don't smell in the room.
And you can like put a lot of them in there. And so by the time it's ready to like be cleaned out, you just pull a bag and it's like a long ass bag of diapers.
And is it like vacuum sealed or something?
I don't think it's vacuum sealed, but it's just like long and you can fit a lot of them in it. Because it's like
a
tall.
tube, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen glimpses.
There's the same thing for like cat litter. So we'll just scoop it up and put it in the genie and it blocks the smell.
Okay.
It's so funny. He covers up his poop he's like, I don't want to inconvenience this lady, the other girl cat, by her seeing my massive logs.
They have their own litter boxes, yeah.
Wow, private bathrooms. They're living the life. Have you ever caught them using the wrong one? Or do you put a sign like girl cat on?
No, I think they know. They don't like using the same.
Yeah, they don't. Well, we have them separated right now. They're litters just until they can like get used to each other. But at some point they'll be like right next to each other. I doubt they'll go at the same time, but they each will know their own litter box.
Yeah.
Because it'll have their own smell.
Right.
Scent.
So no New Year's resolution?
I would love to read 3 books.
3?
That's
it's
it?
so hard.
I only read 1. That's it?
Shoot.
Yeah, you're one to judge, David.
I think last year I only read like 5 books.
I didn't read any books.
This year I would love to do a fucking pull-up.
Wow, it's funny because my New Year's resolution is to do 15 pull-ups.
Oh, wow.
Like in one session.
Either a pull-up or a sit-up. My core
sit-up is way easier.
Dude, I can't do it.
But it's way easier than a pull-up.
I can't do it. Sometimes I'll go to Orange Theory at Worthington.
Yeah.
And it'll all be like older ladies. And these ladies are jacked. And I'm out there like... And then sometimes they'll make us do sit-ups and I just won't do it.
Oh my god, do you try?
I try, but then I can't
do crunches.
I can do crunches, but crunches is easy. It's like sitting up that I can't do. Can you do it?
I think I could if I tried.
Yeah.
You don't believe me?
She's like, do it right now.
I haven't been to yoga in a while.
You do yoga.
Do.
You haven't been in a long time. I'm scared to go back because I know the first time going back to hot yoga is always so hard. Not even that you get sore, but you just feel like you're going to throw up in class.
It's just the first few minutes.
You just got to stop stopping.
It's like throughout the class, I'm going to throw up because it's hot and I haven't worked out in a while.
I like when it's hot. I love when I go and like the first few minutes, I feel like it's so hot I'm going to faint, but then I don't faint.
I like that it's hot, just not the first time going back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just don't do a hot yoga class.
Yeah, do regular yoga.
Do freezing cold
then
yoga.
Hot yoga.
No, the hot yoga one will still be hard when I go to it. Anyways, I want to read 12 books this year.
Yeah.
Show off.
You should do Goodreads.
I do have Goodreads.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're not my friend there.
I was using a different book tracking app and I just switched to Goodreads like this weekend.
Yeah.
So I haven't like fully
fresh.
You can put that you want to read 12 books there and it'll track it for you.
Yes, I did.
What else do you guys want to do this year?
I have a few financial goals, but I don't want to bring them up on the pod.
Do one. Just like reach 100K in my savings. I'm close.
She's like, yes.
I'm like, well, I am close.
See?
Well, I
making
would reach
bank.
that if so. One of my goals is to like seriously look into buying a house in Columbus.
Yeah, that would be
Like,
nice.
I don't know if I'll actually do it, but
The
if I
market
actually
is
do it, that'd be
trash.
awesome.
At least learn the process.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a luxurious home, but I feel like you're in a good spot to buy
For
a
a
home.
starter home.
It's just the market is shit right
It's just
now.
the problem is the areas I want to live in. I don't think I could afford to buy a house in, and I don't want to move to the suburbs.
Fair.
That's my dilemma.
The suburbs are so nice.
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm just at that point in my life.
But yeah, that's one of them.
So I have a bunch of model kits. I want to build at least 3 of the big ones. I did start one yesterday, so did somewhere.
Getting
And
started.
I also want to have, instead of like a dry January or like sober October, I want to have a 30-day period at some time in this year where I am sober. So that way it's not tied to like 1 month. It's just during this period.
Gotcha. It's like a start and an end.
Yeah. I might do it around April because I signed up for a half marathon in April.
So you can like lead up to it. Just lock in.
Yeah.
No, that'd be good.
So that's another goal is complete a half marathon.
That's hard.
I know I can do 6 miles comfortably, so
What's 7 more?
yeah. What's 7 more?
All right. Well, I do have a topic if we're done with New Year's resolutions.
Oh, I have a resolution.
Oh.
I want to save money. And how do I plan on doing that? By getting more Panera cups. This year they sent me a recap of my year, and I redeemed 900 Sip Club cups at Panera.
Damn.
So this year I saved, by being a my Panera member, $3,308.98.
God damn.
How much do you spend on your subscription?
It's like $15 a month. But then I'll go 3 times in a day, and then it's like, it's worth it. But yeah, I love sipping, and I will never stop sipping. They're gonna have to pry my Panera cup from my cold, dead hands to get me to stop sipping. Yeah, they try to slow me down by getting rid of the charged lemonades, but I'm still charged up, and I'm going to hit 1,000 cups this year.
Oh my god. What if they announce that they're getting rid of the Sip Club?
Yeah.
I'm about to go Luigi.
That's
I'm about to take
crazy.
matters into my own hands of them.
For the record, that is a joke.
That is a complete joke.
That's a joke.
That is a full joke.
I could see you being the top sipper of Panera and then being like, we have to end the program because this guy
This guy's
robbing us.
3,000 cups. He only buys $1 bagel when we offer him $1 bagel. Because I only buy things if they're on sale.
Deals.
I probably spent all year at Panera, like on food, maybe like $100. So I'm destroying them. I'm siphoning all of their funds.
Single-handedly gonna bankrupt them.
I'm the type of person they talk about in the board meetings. They gotta count for me. Like, yeah, some people are gonna subscribe and come twice a month, and other people are gonna subscribe and come every day this month.
True. Okay, are you guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
This topic is, how do these things work? So I came up with a list of things that I don't think are common knowledge of how they work, but they can be common everyday things. So if you think you know the process, explain to the group, teach us. The first one, dry cleaning. How does dry cleaning work?
Okay, dry cleaning, easy. You take your dirty clothes to a dry cleaner and they will wash it and steam it for you and return it to you clean.
No, but what do they do to clean it? That's the question.
The dry cleaners, they put it in a machine. They sometimes spray like those stains and then dry it.
So how does the machine clean them?
So why would someone take it to the dry cleaner if they can just machine clean it at home?
Because
Water.
Because there's a better process to clean certain clothes
So what's that process?
for the quality. Better
Dry.
machines,
How
I
does
would
it
say.
clean them? Is it like a washing machine? Like
Yeah,
with
you're
their
not
cycling?
really.
Well, I'm confused. Yeah, like they have washing machines and
If
dryers.
it's dry, why would they get it wet?
It's dry cleaning. Why would they put it in a washing machine?
What?
Normally, you take delicate clothes to the dry cleaner.
Correct.
So that's probably clothes you don't want to put in a washing machine. So why would the dry cleaner put it in a washing?
I still think they put it in a washing machine.
Any other guesses?
I have no idea how it works.
I think they hang it up, like they spray it with stain remover, and then overnight they just, the little racket comes on where it just goes all around and around. It just air dries and they're done. and it somehow gets clean.
Dry cleaners.
All right, of those guesses, David is the closest.
Whoa, what?
So, dry cleaning cleans clothes by using a liquid solvent instead of water and detergent, essentially soaking the clothes in a special chemical solution that lifts dirt and stains without damaging delicate fabrics like silk or wool. Then removing the solvent to leave the garment clean and dry. The dry and dry cleaning refers to the absence of water, not the complete lack of liquid involved in the process. So there is no machine.
Well, one time I saw a video and they straight up put it in a washing machine.
That was probably just a laundromat.
Or maybe there is a machine. As I read further, there's a solvent used. They pre-treat stains. There's a dry cleaning machine where they are agitated in the solvent to lift dirt and stains. But I'm guessing it's more of a gentle rocking, not a big spinning.
Yeah.
Agitates them. You're gonna step out wearing that?
But it does say the solvent is extracted from the clothes using a spinning process, leaving the garment dry.
I think it's all the solutions they use. It's much better than our fucking detergents.
Yeah, so they don't use detergent or water.
Who was it that was like, do detergents actually work, or is it a scheme?
That was Oscar.
I think they work. I was just saying, do you think they break down the washing machines?
All right, next one. Wi-Fi.
Okay, again, we're explaining what it does.
Yeah, how does Wi-Fi work? How do you get Wi-Fi to work?
It is a network.
It's wireless.
It's wireless.
Wireless fidelity.
Within like a certain meter of your home or wherever you have it. So if you can connect to that wireless network, you have internet. That's as far as I could explain it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You need a modem. You need a router.
It's just a connection.
David.
Sometimes they give you them both in 2-in-1.
Oh my, yeah.
But those ones suck. Get a 3-point network because Wi-Fi struggles to go vertically up and down. So if you have one on each floor, boom. Whichever one really, I don't know. Oscar, this is up your alley. You should know this.
You guys are the ones talking.
Shit.
I guess the way I think of it is, so, you know, you have your internet company provides you these signals, whatever, that your modem uses to capture, and you connect the modem to a router, and the router disperses those signals, I don't know, wavelengths or something, in which the whatever systems in your house connect to catch that internet.
So it like digests the signal and passes it on to our devices the way a mother koala eats the eucalyptus and poops in its baby's mouth as it can't process
I don't know about that koala stuff,
but the router is like the mama.
We're talking about herbs now?
We're talking about Wi-Fi.
Oscar is definitely the best description.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear about it?
Yes,
sure.
please.
So Wi-Fi uses radio waves to transmit data similar to how cell phones and radios work.
Okay.
So there's waves in the air. That's what's happening. That was what I was looking for. And I think Oscar did say something about waves.
Radio waves still exist?
Bruh.
I thought, what's that one song? Television
How do you
killed
think
the
our
radio
microwave
stuff.
warms up stuff?
Not music.
But yeah, so as David was saying, a wireless router is the central device that broadcasts the Wi-Fi signal and connects to the internet through a cable. So your router is connected to your internet cable.
Mm-hmm.
And this also says your device converts data into a radio signal, which is sent out through an antenna. The router receives the signal, decodes it, and sends the information to the internet via a wired connection. So it's working both ways. Signals going in, signals going out to connect to your internet. Woo.
Input, output, baby.
All right.
Okay, the next one, air conditioning.
Inhales air.
Yes.
How does it make it cold?
Condensation.
Does it have a cooler? Does it have a cooler inside?
Catches water and freezes it, and then lets that cold air out.
Does it have a
And then
coolant?
the water melts. I don't know.
A coolant, like in our cars,
Yes.
and the air gets inhaled, and then it expels out.
I feel like it sucks out the hot air in the room.
It does not. I don't know about that.
Because that's what the big tail end of it is. And it's always turning on and it's always sweating. And it's that. And then I guess it turns that into cold air somehow with a coolant, and then it shoots it back out cold back into the room. Is my guess. That's why I got to put it at the window.
David is actually very close.
Nice.
So air conditioners work by using a refrigerant to absorb heat from the inside of a building and release it outside.
Oh.
The
Nice.
refrigerant is a specialized chemical that absorbs heat from indoor air as it changes from a liquid to a gas. I don't know. The refrigerant then travels back to the compressor as a liquid and the cycle repeats.
It does all of that?
Damn, this year I'm going to become HVAC. Don't even test me. I already know how a freaking air conditioner works.
Yeah,
Now show
so
me how an HV
It
works.
does suck up the heat, and then there's a fan that blows cooled air across the evaporator coil, which circulates throughout the home. Interesting. I did
Nice.
not know that it sucked up the heat.
No.
I know they stay sucking up that heat.
Okay, this next one. I feel like we've all learned this at one point in our life, but I can't for the life of me remember. How does the waxing and waning of the moon work? You know, like the crescent moon.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't
yeah.
know.
It's called
Is it something with the sun?
yes, the sun is involved.
And
it
how the
has to
sunlight
She was
reflects
there.
off of it.
Yeah, it's like the rotation of the thing. You
Because
got
it's the sun that moves, right?
The sun moves all the time. It's not the center of the universe, of the galaxy.
No,
at all.
Earth moves.
Yes. So it's the sun, and then the Earth moves, and then the moon moves around the Earth, but they also rotate, which I guess doesn't matter for this
Because
waning
it
thing.
it goes in circles, but also goes in circles.
Yes, and so as it's going monthly, it's like at wherever the moon is.
Is
it's
it
like,
the shadow of
yes,
the
it's either
sun?
behind, like the when it's a black moon. What is it called?
New moon?
It's like completely behind. It's like Earth is covering it from the sun,
Right.
and then it peeks its head, and that's why it goes waxing or waning depending on the time of the month, because it's like, or it.
Yeah, I think you guys are on the right track. So this says the moon waxes and wanes because as it orbits the Earth, the amount of its illuminated surface that we can see from Earth changes depending
Nice.
on its position relative to the sun, making it appear to grow, which is waxing, or shrink, which is waning, throughout the lunar cycle.
Science rules.
Science
Bill
rules,
Nye
and that was a word I
science
couldn't remember. Orbit.
I
I was like the
it
spinning.
spins as it spins.
Yeah. One of the key points is on the sunlit side, only half of the moon is ever illuminated by the sun at any given time,
Okay,
which makes sense.
the more you know.
Oh, so when it's a full moon, it's a full frontal.
Yeah.
50% is full frontal.
Full frontal. All right. This next one. Airplanes. How do they fly?
Oh my gosh, there's jets.
Oh.
And they suck up the air.
Yeah.
and they spin. And that's why sometimes airline workers get sucked up and shriveled up to smithereens.
I mean, it's got wings, so I'm assuming the same way a bird flies.
Oh, no.
It's flapping
Ooh.
its wings.
Airplanes
Lift.
are not flapping.
Lift, but I know what you're saying with the lift.
However, with the sucking of the air,
Wait, what's sucking of the air?
It's the,
The jets,
engines. The
the
engines
engines.
suck
Yeah.
up air
Okay.
and they shoot it off so you fly.
I
with
don't
it.
know. Well, I think it sucks it up because birds are always flying in that
Yeah.
shit.
And workers.
What?
Maybe it makes the air so light that it floats. I don't know.
It spins really fast, and you have to hit a certain speed. That's why you have a
Yeah.
long runway. You have to drive.
Uh-huh. And
Um,
eventually, it's just
I think it
goes
just
up.
creates lift. Yeah.
defying gravity.
Because also, yeah, I think Marisol's on something. Because you know how sometimes the wings are landing, and it's the wings have the little latches
yeah.
when they
the
slow
flaps.
down. Yeah. So they move
At
and
some
stuff.
point, they're going so fast that now
The
it's
lift.
just
It's easy sailing.
yeah.
I have no idea.
For those who can't see me, my arms are open.
Did their explanation make sense to you, Oscar?
No.
And
Oscar
whatever.
hasn't been explaining anything for
It's
so long.
like I get a car on the runway and I just floor it. It's not going to lift up.
You can't. A car is not
'Cause they
going
don't
to
have
go the
wings.
same speed as an airplane,
That's
Oscar.
what I'm saying. What if
Alright.
it went as fast as the airplane?
Then
It's
maybe
not
it
going to
could
start
fly.
flying.
Maybe if it had wings,
There's
Oscar.
a ramp at the end of the
Why don't you get your
runway.
1,000
It's because
owls
cars
to
don't
help it?
suck up air in their engines.
Okay, so as simply as possible, what causes the lift?
What causes it?
Yeah.
Air.
But like propelling. The propel
It's shooting air backwards.
of the engine.
Or down.
Pushing it.
Well,
It's
cars
all the
have
birds
engines,
they
and
absorb.
cars just go forward.
I mean, it's got a motor.
It's got to be the two engines. Because they always are so dramatic about it in movies when one blows up in air and now they're like...
Okay, but I'm saying if you think about it, airplanes have engines that push them forward. So do cars. Cars don't fly. So what is causing the airplane to fly?
The wing.
Wing.
Put wings on your car and it starts flying.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, the pilot pulls something up.
Yeah, the
What the
wing.
fuck is it pulling up?
the landing gear. The landing gear.
You know in the movies when they're like,
That's why the cars don't fly when you don't pull it up.
Obviously, the cars don't fly because they stay in place. To fly, you need to be able to pull the steering wheel up.
Okay.
And then we
I'm
fly.
assuming it's the wings. They're going so fast, and the wings just help it go up.
Okay, as convoluted as David and Marisol's description was, it's actually kind of correct.
2 for 2.
So, airplanes fly by using the principle of lift, which David was saying, which is created by the specially designed shape of their wings.
That's me.
That cause air to flow faster over the top of the wing than underneath, resulting in a lower pressure above the wing and higher pressure below, thus generating an upward force that keeps the plane in the air. This is combined with the forward thrust from the engines to counteract the forces of gravity and drag, allowing sustained flight.
That is so crazy.
So it is the wings that make it lift.
The pressure is interesting where it's like, high pressure. They're like, oh, we got to go up.
Yeah.
That is so weird. Yeah, and then it's like the engines are essentially just pushing you forward to combat, like they said, drag and gravity, while the lift is the wings. Dang, that's so cool. They discovered that so long ago. Can you imagine being like whenever they discovered it?
Well, that's what I
Like
mean.
the
Can you
first
imagine
flights?
being the person being like, I want to fly?
The Wright brothers.
Or I
Them
mean,
crazy
even
motherfuckers.
them crazy white boys.
Dude, those bitches were high. All great scientists were.
But then also the first commercial planes. Can you imagine? Just like, obviously it was probably super expensive, but just the concept of it.
Well, also, who were the people that were like, I'll try it out.
Yeah. Who was on the first commercial flight?
I'll participate in this.
The balls on them.
Well, to be fair, it was a different time. And the only thing that could keep my anxiety away is ripping 10 cigarettes on the way to fucking
True,
California.
they could smoke before in there.
They were
couldn't
just
they?
smoking. Can you imagine hotboxing on an airplane with your boys? Just straight Marlboro Reds.
Okay, I have 2 more.
Okay, let's hear 'em.
Why do leaves fall off trees?
Because they dry up.
Gravity.
You and I. Well, whenever the time changes,
Daylight savings.
is it less to moisture or less sunlight? Less sunlight kills the plant. I mean, I know I have a plant that every time I forget to give it some sun, it dies, but then I put it back in the sun and it revives. Is it something with less sunlight? Less rain?
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
I think when a mommy tree meets a daddy tree and they fall in love,
It's got to be something with the temperature.
the leaves fall off and they make
Change
a new
of
baby
season.
tree. It's like not pollination.
Less photosynthesis.
To reproduce. They have seeds in there maybe.
Fertilize the ground. I don't know.
But true, I think it is because they shrivel up and die for the most part, unless some little kid yanks the leaves off.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of on the right track, but you're more so looking at it as what's happening to the tree versus why was the tree
Designed
created to drop its leaves. Like designed.
Oh,
yeah.
for the seeds, for more trees.
To survive the winter.
Ooh, yeah, to conserve energy. Like, I don't need these fucking leaves.
Ding,
It's
ding,
so
ding,
cold.
Ding, ding. So
Oscar explains things. Let's go.
leaves fall off trees in the autumn primarily as a survival mechanism to help the tree endure the harsh winter conditions. By shedding their leaves, trees can conserve energy, reduce water loss, and prevent damage from ice and snow buildup, essentially entering a state of dormancy until spring.
Trees
So they
are
hibernate
like
too.
You and I. And
Yeah.
then we just cut them up. That's so sad.
I hate when winter comes and I'm like, fuck, it's getting cold and my fingernails pop off to conserve energy.
Imagine you just shed.
This is
Lose all your
interesting.
hair.
Before falling, the tree reabsorbs valuable nutrients from the leaves, storing them in the trunk to use in spring.
Oh.
So that's why they shrivel up.
Bloodsuckers.
That's crazy.
Dang. Sucks up all the energy.
It's getting cold. You gotta go.
All right, the last one I have. How is paper made?
Mache. Paper mache.
It's a bunch of paper.
How do you get the paper?
Trees.
It's trees.
Yes.
So we got the wood.
Do you like, what's it called? How do you make smoothies and what?
Blender.
Blend
In the
it.
blender.
You shred it
Do
up.
you shred it, blend it up, then wet it, then put it in the canvas and let it dry?
Yeah, shred it up.
Don't you bleach
Get
it
it
too
wet,
for white
compress
paper?
it.
Yeah, find a beautiful untouched part of the Amazon rainforest. Go there, remove the wildlife, kill tribes, take the trees down, and then put it in, take those trees, put it in a NutriBullet, shred them down, and then wet them up in the Amazon River, and then flatten them with a machine. I'm sure you gotta.
Yeah. And then
And
maybe
then you gotta let them
bleach
air
it.
dry. That seems
When
really.
do you bleach it?
I don't
You
know.
do bleach it.
Like toilet paper.
Shit, I don't know.
You guys are all on the right track. And there is bleaching in there.
There is bleaching.
Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, go for it.
So first is harvesting. Trees are cut down. Then chipping. The raw material is debarked and chipped. So it's just made into a bunch of smaller chipped pieces.
Okay.
Digesting. The wood chips are cooked in a digester to break them down into pulp. So pulp is going to be,
I hate pulp.
like pulp. More,
Yeah.
more powdery.
Mushy.
Then washing and bleaching. The pulp is washed, bleached, and softened. Mixing. The pulp is mixed with water and pumped onto a moving screen. Then pressing and drying. The paper is pressed, dried, and smoothed by a paper machine. Then it was spooled into a large roll and cut into size and shipped out.
Those things must move fast because it sounds not very productive to think, like, even if you have all that tree. So that must be a big surface where they lay down and stamp it. Like flatten it.
It just sounds so like terrible for the environment. I feel like now that we have so many electronics, like why do we ever need paper?
Because I need to wipe my ass.
How is toilet paper made? Is that one of yours?
I mean, it's probably similar.
Mm-hmm. They just probably
'Cause I'm
soften
like,
it more.
toilet paper, sure, but like printer paper, what?
What about books?
What about books?
We need to
Books?
all just go to ebooks.
What about like letters?
Yeah, what about
Send
letters?
an email, damn.
The government sends a lot of letters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All through email.
W-2s.
Yeah.
Email. You get online W-2s.
What about you got to write to your crush? Do you like me? Yes, check yes or no.
I could easily do something in Canva. Send that to my crush. I'm just saying, kids get like iPads now in school.
Yeah, I do think we have moved to much less paper being used, but there will always be some paper.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
notebooks.
Yeah.
But like, what? What are you writing down?
Well, what if you're in an
Notes?
area where there's no internet? You gotta take notes.
You can still use Word without internet.
How am,
The
I gonna
Amazon
how am
jungle.
I gonna show my work when I'm doing a math problem?
Right.
That.
You're in the Amazon jungle and
No,
your
but
iPad
you know
dies.
how like your iPad, you can write stuff.
I don't have an iPad.
Well, then you're poor.
This is why I need paper.
Yeah, the iPad dies. You lost the charger.
Well, then that is an issue for sure.
What about like low income people? They can't afford it. They
Well,
have to use a pen and paper.
A lot of schools are now putting it in their tuition.
Public schools don't have tuition.
What if you're so poor you can't go to school?
But I think public schools are now giving
Homeless
that
people,
to
okay?
them like
Mm.
for the year.
Yeah.
Homeless people don't got iPads.
Okay, well, homeless people have bigger fish to fry than having an iPad.
Yeah, they're trying to get a job. They need pen and paper.
They're trying to wipe their ass, so they need some paper.
They're trying to make a resume with their pen and paper.
Yeah.
Believe it or
Yeah.
not, homeless shelters
They gotta make
have
funny
toilet
signs.
paper.
What do they need for that? Pen and paper.
What do they need signs for?
So they can be like, just ran out of weed. Give me money. Those ones always make a lot
They
of money.
use carton, don't they?
What's
like-
that made out of?
Paper.
Paper. There's just a couple extra steps.
All right. Well, did you guys learn anything today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tree
Woo!
thing was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, the airplanes are cool. They go.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to think of everyday things because I was like, I kind of feel like I know how everything is made, but that's not true.
You
So,
lying ass.
These are the things that I was like, yeah, I'm not really sure about these. So I figured you guys would not be that sure either.
Stop me. Even though I know everything there is to know about air conditioners. That's my forte.
Well,
Yeah, well, that's all I had prepared for today. Do we have any other last minute announcements?
I'm good.
David?
Oh, everyone say happy birthday to me. It was my birthday. That's so last year though. Now it's Oscar's turn. Yay.
Yeah, by the time this episode comes out, honestly, it might come out on your birthday unless we post it this week.
Mm-hmm.
This episode will either come out on January 13th or January 20th. January 20th being Oscar's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
31.
31. 31
damn,
years
me
young.
and Sam turned 29 this year.
Damn.
David, so do you.
Oh yeah. At the end though.
Right now, we're the same age as David.
That's so icky. I'm the same age as you old hags.
Okay. Well, that's all we have for today's episode. Thank you all for tuning in and coming back after our long break. We will be posting more consistently. Still, the plan is for every other week, but hopefully we can start recording and get a backlog of episodes. That's all we have. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Eating Good Pod. I am also trying to catch up the videos on there so you guys can see all the delicious food that we've tried. And that's all I have. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.
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 Wait.